Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the rarest, most intriguing food items from the Philippines. Nope, it's not lechon or halo-halo. We're talking about something ancient, earthy, and kind of mysterious. Say hello to Asin Tibuok. If you've never heard of it, don't worry, you're not alone. So join us today as we find out what it is and how it is made. Right here on History of Food. So, what exactly is Asin Tibuok? It's a type of salt, but not like any salt you've ever seen. It's handmade, round, and looks more like a dinosaur egg than a kitchen ingredient. But behind its unusual appearance is a deep story rooted in tradition, culture, and craftsmanship. It's a traditional salt from Bohol, a province in the Visayas region of the Philippines. What makes it special is how it's shaped and produced. It comes in a solid, dome-like form, kind of like a large rock. It's not ground or granulated like table salt. You don't scoop it, you break or shave it. But it's not just the look. The flavor, that's where things get really exciting. Asin Tibuok has a deep, smoky taste with a hint of coconut. It's mineral-rich and has this earthy complexity that regular salt just doesn't deliver. It's been described as having a whisper of the ocean mixed with the warmth of the fire that forged it. Now let's rewind a bit. Asin Tibuok has been around for centuries. Before electricity, before modern factories, salt like this was made by hand, painstakingly. It was part of daily life for many coastal communities, and in places like Bohol, it became a tradition passed from one generation to the next. In the old days, this salt was even used for trade between islands. Its shelf life made it a valuable good. The name Tibuok actually means whole or unbroken in Cebuano, referring to the shape of the finished product. Over time, though, the practice started to disappear. Commercial salts flooded the market. Cheap, quick, and convenient. The old ways, they nearly vanished. Now, you might be getting more curious about how it is made. Well, making Asin Tibuok isn't just cooking. It's an art form. It all starts with coconut husks. These are burned slowly over days until they turn into ash. But this isn't just any ash. It's rich in minerals and oils from the coconut, which helps flavor the final salt. Once they have enough ash, it's carefully packed into bamboo filtration containers. Then, salt water from the sea is poured over it. This filters through the ash, absorbing the minerals and drawing out the natural salts. Think of it like steeping tea, but with ocean water and coconut ash. The resulting brine is collected, then slowly boiled over a wood fire in large clay pots. Hours pass. Water evaporates. What's left is a dense, mineral-rich salt. They will carefully transfer it to a small clay pots that hardens into a round dome as it cools. Each one is unique, shaped slightly differently depending on the fire, the clay, and even the humidity. And it can take weeks to produce just one. Now you already know the process of its making. Let's talk about flavor and value. Asin Tibuok doesn't just taste salty, it's got layers. The smokiness from the burning coconut, the earthy notes from the clay pot, and the briny bite from the sea. It's complex, deep, and honestly just unforgettable. And because it's made entirely by hand, no two pieces are the same. That's part of the charm. You're not buying a product from a shelf, you're holding something that was crafted. It also lasts for years. You break off small pieces or shave it, using just what you need. It's powerful. Just a tiny pinch can transform a dish. As mentioned earlier, Asin Tibuok nearly disappeared. As the world modernized, the painstaking process just couldn't keep up. Only a few families in Bohol kept the tradition alive, working quietly, often in rural backyards or seaside homes. For them, it wasn't just about salt. It was about honoring their ancestors, about preserving something deeply Filipino. But now, there's a comeback. Thanks to renewed interest in heritage foods and slow cooking movements, people are rediscovering treasures like Asin Tibuok. Chefs in Manila, food lovers abroad, and even home cooks are all starting to ask, where can I get that dinosaur egg salt? Well, short answer, you may travel to the Philippines or maybe order online, but it might take forever before you get it. So when you see Asin Tibuok for the first time, you might not even recognize it as something edible. It looks like it belongs in a museum, not a kitchen. But break it open, and you'll see the beautiful, dense salt inside. That's where the flavor lives. People often shave it using a grater or crush small pieces using a mortar and pestle. It's incredibly versatile, and you'll find it used in everything from traditional Filipino meals to modern gourmet dishes. Even just holding it in your hand makes you realize how much work went into creating it. By the way, if you're planning to buy it, well, it's not exactly common. Asin Tibuok is still considered rare. You won't find it at your regular grocery store. But a few specialty stores in the Philippines, especially around Bohol and Cebu, carry it. Some small businesses also offer it online for export, though stocks are usually limited. Because each one takes so long to make, it's produced in small batches. It's considered a luxury item, so the price can be a little high. But that cost supports the farmers, the salt makers, and the preservation of an endangered art. And remember, a little goes a long way. More than anything, Asin Tibuok is a reminder of where we come from, of traditions that predate factories and fast food, of people who create not just for profit, but for pride. In an age of convenience and instant everything, this salt tells us to slow down, to savor, to remember the hands behind the harvest. It represents Filipino ingenuity, resilience, and connection to nature. From the ocean water to the coconut tree, from the clay pot to the village elder, every piece of Asin Tibuok carries a story. So there you have it, the story of Asin Tibuok, one of the Philippines' rarest and most meaningful culinary treasures. If you ever get the chance to try it, don't miss out. Even just holding one, smelling the smoky scent, or shaving it into a dish will connect you to centuries of tradition. Thank you for watching.